Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm back at it again. The weather is nice and cool and breezy, and I am going to do some outdoor sketching. This time I did not forget my sketchbook, so I'll be able to sketch more freely and have much more space and more, I'll be a lot looser today. So my spot currently got taken because there is wedding photography going on over here. So I'm just gonna chill, I'm gonna wait, and I'm gonna find another spot to sketch. Or actually, I could sketch over here, but nah, I'll chill and wait. But there's two different wedding photographies that's going on. There's this one family that's doing wedding photography over here, and then there's another family across the ways over here doing wedding photography too. So what a Saturday, huh? So anyway, I'm gonna go walk around and I'm gonna see if I can find me a spot to plop my butt down, do some sketching, and I can bring some watercolor sketches with me too. So I'm gonna see if I can find a spot to sketch and kind of just to warm up for now. And I think I might have found a spot. Look at this little spot here. Like, my camera cannot do this little spot justice. And honestly, I don't know. I think I might sketch this spot. This is what I have so far. And I guess we'll just keep going. All right, so I got the building. I'm getting a little bit more detail in. And I'm just trying to establish where I am. I also noticed that the line quality, or screw the line quality, this is my sketchbook, I don't give a crap, but the lines, the lines that I'm using, they're becoming monotonous and kind of boring to me. So now I'm gonna switch out my Kuretake brush pen, and I'm gonna use another type of new micron pen, not new to Micron but new to me. So we're gonna keep going. Hey again, just checking back in. So my right eye kind of hurts. I don't know why. I think it's just because the wind has been just like whipping like crazy. So yeah, eye's a little dry. So I guess I'll go and grab some coffee and just chill for a second, and then I'll just get right back at it. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you what I've been doing. So this is what I've gotten so far. I'm holding this at the most awkwardest angle, and the wind is also fighting me. I don't know, I guess I can say I'm done for now. I didn't 100% capture everything, but this is what I've gotten. All right, so I am back at it again. I am thoroughly refreshed and coffee energized, and I had a croissant. Anyway, we're back at it, and I think I'm gonna go back to the same spot that I was in, but in a different part of that same spot. So yeah, there's a cute little area that I took one of my cosplay photos in, and I really enjoyed it. I love the spot, and I think it would be an awesome addition to my sketchbook. And not only that, but it would be a really cool place to build upon and expand upon and base ideas. What I'm doing with these exercises is I'm trying to expand my visual library. There's this video by Jake Parker, and he explains basically why, when it comes to creating ideas and it comes to like trying to base ideas out of your head, why it's so hard to do that. And the reason why is because your internal visual bank is empty. Basically what it is you're putting ideas, or you're putting things of value into your personal bank. When you have this stuff in your bank, you store it, a little bit of things collect with it, and then you're able to pull it out when you need that idea. So, for example, when you see artists and they're doing studies and sketches and practice, they're just practicing their butt off. That's what they're doing. They're filling their visual library so they understand when it comes to, oh crap, I have to draw a tree, they can actually create and draw a tree from their own memory and from their sketchbook and references. And it's not as hard. But for example, let's say you're a person that likes to draw natural environments and you can draw a tree like there's no tomorrow, but then you have to draw a castle for a client and you're like, holy crap, I don't know how to draw a castle. All I know how to draw is organic things. I don't know how to draw man-made things. What do I do? Well, you go out there, or not even out there, you can find places to reference, or you can find images on the internet and draw castles and sketch and study and deconstruct and break apart and kind of figure out how they're constructed. And then when it comes to your time to draw that huge freaking castle, you've got it. You can draw it just as easy as you drawing a tree or whatever else you're drawing. So here's the spot that I have fallen in love with. I think it is so cute. We've got this cute little tree here and it's just like laden with vines and leaves. You've got this nice little rustic bench. It's almost like I'm trying to sell this space for you. But it's just a really cute spot. And right over here is where I took my cause photos. And yeah, a pro tip on sketching. When I'm filling my sketchbook out, I don't like to try and come up with ideas. Why? Because it's stressful. It's stressful trying to just come up with like original ideas. I'm gonna have another video on what I think about originality and ideas, and I hope you look forward to that one. But so the thing about my sketchbooks is that I kind of try and draw what I see. So I try and draw what I see. I don't like to try and be super creative. I just want to capture what I'm feeling and capture what I see. And based off of what I see, I want to capture how I feel. And I guess capture the feeling of that environment or whatever thing I'm drawing. So right now what I'm doing is I'm drawing this bench. And honestly, what I should be doing is I should be breaking them down into just natural shapes and then going on with the detail. But that's, that's the problem a lot of times, is that when you're sketching, you want to break things down and to just its shape. That's it. And then when you're done with breaking it down into its natural shape, after you're done with doing that, then you go in for the detail. That's when you go in for the kill. Sorry, I'm making a drawing / hunting analogy, and not even like human hunting. I'm talking about like animalistic hunting. All right, this is gonna be off already, I can tell, but that's okay, because my goal right now is just to fill my sketchbook. That's all I want to do. I want to fill my sketchbook with like a whole bunch of stuff so that like eventually in the future I can start borrowing ideas from the sketchbook and using that to my advantage. So that's like the base part of it. And then if you look a little closer to the details, you'll be able to notice like the lines, the breaking of the wooden planks. You'll be able to see like each individual thing. You'll even notice, like, here's a thing that I like. If you look at the fourth plank on the bottom part of the bench, you can see how kind of like curved it is. and how it's just like doing its own thing. That's what I want to capture. There's a whole bunch of things, like when you're just doing like sketching and drawing, just capturing certain elements and qualities to each thing that you're doing. That's the thing that I like to do the most. That's that fourth plank, and this fourth plank is like, it's literally like the beat, it's like its own drum right now. It's like banging on the beat of its own drum. It's like all crazy and just like, literally this plank represents me. This plank is me. So the thing that you are 100% okay to do, because no one, like, if you break a drawing rule, who's gonna get you? The drawing police? Anyway, one thing that you can do is you can edit whatever you want. You can add and subtract whatever you want in your picture. I don't think if you have a reference photo, or if you're drawing from real life or anything of that matter, you don't have to stick to what you're drawing. You can take liberties. For me, when I'm, drawing, I like to draw what I see for the most part, but I like to be loose enough with it. I don't like to be so like anal about it, excuse my language for the youngins, but I don't like to be so anal with it. Why? Because who cares? Honestly, who cares? Okay, and just honestly, who cares? You can draw whatever you want to draw. You can utilize, you can use this your entire area as reference to something greater and grander and more imaginative than what you originally had planned. But for me, trying to create ideas is stressful as an almighty heck. So that's why I like to draw what I see. And also, it doesn't matter if I draw it great or not. It just matters that I captured it, and it matters that the sketchbook has been filled, or at least the page of that sketchbook has been filled. So, for example, here's this little mark right here. This mark is actually not even supposed to be here. If you take a look at that railing doesn't even have that little mark. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this railing and I'm going to create another part of it. Because I messed up. Because I messed up. That's all. That's okay. I think I've gotten to the point where I just want to draw. I just want to draw so bad that, like, even if I mess up, that's okay. I used to be really precious with my sketchbook. And I don't know. I just wanted to, I wanted to show off or look through my sketchbook and be proud of what I've done, And I'm happy, and I want to just kind of be happy with what I'm drawing. And I want to be like, wow, look at this amazing sketch after amazing sketch after amazing sketch. But it's not like that. You'll see YouTubers, like YouTube artists, and they'll have like a sketchbook flip through, right? And some of the sketchbook flip throughs are absolutely gorgeous. They have beautiful sketchbook flip throughs, and like their sketchbooks are gorgeous, and it's just amazing seeing what they can do. But what they're not showing you is the terrible sketches that they had prior or in their other sketchbook, There we go. I'm gonna do this. So what I plan on doing with this sketchbook that I'm doing here, probably when I finished it. Probably when I finish it. I might do a sketchbook flip through. And I'll show you everything from my most terrible sketches to my ideas to everything. And I hope that can inspire you to, you know, to draw more in your sketchbook. Like once my sketchbooks, like once the spine of the sketchbook literally like ripped off, I was like, all right, well, that's it. Can't be super precious with it now. You can't be super precious with a ripped off spine in your sketchbook. Yeah, so, you know, so this tree kind of has vines and it's snaking its way up. I want to capture that, but I don't want it to be so detail focused. I don't want to have too many details on here. Not so many, but I want to kind of get the general gist of each leaf. So what I'm going to do with my last drawing is I'm going to kind of create the leaves again from like just like basic shapes. So like I'm going to use the tip of this pen and I'm going to press down. I'm going to press down on the side of it, right? Because it's a brush pen, it has a little bit of give. So I'm going to press down on the side of it and just make a squiggle, right? Because that doesn't look natural, we're going to take the rest of that and we're going to move that about like there. And then we're just going to do the same thing and just kind of create the illusion of leaves. And what that does is that you don't have to draw every single detail. You don't have to draw every single detail, but you can create an illusion, and then the human brain and the human eye will associate that and say, oh, these must be leaves on a tree. See what I mean? So you'll definitely understand and definitely see it when I'm done. All right, so that about wraps up my sketch date. I'm gonna continue drawing, but I want to show you guys what I have been drawing so far. So here we go. This is what I got from the earlier sketch, from the earlier time. You can see that. And then this is the other sketch that I got from the area. I actually might go back and sketch it, but I'm literally on my last 2 minutes of recording. So unfortunately I can't capture it all, but yeah. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed. Let me know in the comments below if you want to see something different or if you like videos like this. I don't know, you gotta tell me. Yeah, any suggestions would be awesome. And again, thank you so much for tuning in. Have a good one, you guys.